Some stories don't begin with love. They begin with doubt. This one started in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania city that never really sleeps. Even at night, something is always moving. Cars passing, people whispering, secrets walking freely under streetlights. This is a story about loyalty, about silence, and about the heavy price of telling the truth. My name is Betrayal, and this is what I saw and what I chose to do. I had a girlfriend named Asha. She was smart, social, always surrounded by friends. Her circle was tight especially. The girls, they laughed together, defended each other fiercely, shared everything, at least that's what it looked like. But in that group, there was something unspoken. They had male friends, always around, always just friends. And whenever questions came up, there were explanations ready. Smiles, tears, accusations. If you doubted anything, you were called insecure. If you asked too much, you became the problem. Behind the scenes, things happened. Things that could never be fully proven. And that's the most dangerous place to be, when you know something is wrong, but you can't hold it in your hands. Last year, I caught Asha with another man. Not a stranger, someone I had sat with at a table. Someone I trusted enough to share a meal with. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. Instead, she explained it away. She said I had pushed her there. Said my absence, my behavior, my words were the reason. Her friends stood behind her like a wall. I stood alone. For months, I carried the blame. I replayed everything in my head, asking myself where I failed. Eventually, I let it go. Not because it stopped hurting, but because I was tired of bleeding silently. One day, I called her phone and ended the relationship. And for the first time in a long while, I felt peace, relief. I knew I had done the right thing. I thought that was the end. I was wrong. There was a friend in my life named Juma. I called him a brother not by blood, but by struggle. We talked about money problems, responsibilities, the pressure of being men in a city that doesn't wait for you to catch up. Juma was married to Nima. Nima was close friends with Asha. She was beautiful, confident, restless. Then I started noticing something strange. Juma would ask me casually, "Were you with Nima last night? Did you go out together?" At first I laughed. Then I realized he was serious. Nima had been using my name as cover when she went out late, when she disappeared for hours. She told her husband she was with me. And because Juma trusted me, he believed her. When he finally asked me directly, I froze. I could have denied everything. I could have walked away, but I didn't. I told him I would help. I said I wanted to save their marriage. Behind the scenes, I spoke to Nima. I warned her. I advised her. I told her what she was doing would destroy everything. She listened. She nodded. She promised to change. She never did. One evening, Juma called me. His voice was different. Quiet, tired, empty. He told me he had left his house in Temeke. Nima was out again with a friend. Neighbors had warned her. He had begged her to stop. She refused. So he packed a few things and left. No shouting, no violence, just defeat. He said he was looking for another place to stay, that he wanted a peaceful divorce. I couldn't accept that. I asked him for one last chance to let me talk to her. I said divorce wasn't the answer. That maybe, just maybe, she would listen. That night, I went to their house. What I saw there changed everything. Nima wasn't alone. She was inside her matrimonial home with a young man I recognized immediately. His name was Kelvin, from my tribe. Someone I knew. Someone I respected, or at least I thought I did. The room was quiet, too quiet. The kind of silence that exposes everything without saying a word. This wasn't rumor. This wasn't suspicion. This was the truth. Standing right in front of me. My heart sank. Memories rushed in. Stories I had heard about her past. The chances she had been given. The husband who still believed things could be fixed. I felt sick. I didn't shout. I didn't insult anyone. I didn't ask questions. I turned around and walked out. Behind me, I heard footsteps. Nima followed me outside. She called my name, asked me to talk. She even suggested we eat together, as if food could erase what I had just seen. I told her calmly that I had only come to check on her. I said I would see her later, but deep down, I knew I wouldn't. That night, I sat alone in my room, staring at the ceiling, and I realized something painful. I had been silent for too long. I had helped cover lies. I had tried to protect people who didn't want to be saved. My phone rang. It was Juma. I stared at the screen for a long time. Then I answered. I told him exactly what I saw. No exaggeration, no hiding details, no defending anyone. I knew Nima would be angry. I knew Aja and her friends would say I betrayed them. But I could not cover up that kind of betrayal. There was a long silence on the other end. Juma didn't shout, he didn't cry, he just breathed. Then he thanked me, and that was how their relationship ended. No drama, no police, no chaos, just the truth, arriving too late to save anything. In the end, I lost friendships. In some people's stories, I became the villain. I was accused of not standing with my friend. But I learned something important. Silence doesn't make you loyal. It makes you complicit. Sometimes doing the right thing doesn't feel heroic. It feels lonely. It feels heavy. And it leaves you sitting in the dark, wondering if things could have ended differently. But I still believe this. Some relationships don't end because of the truth. They end because of the lies that came before it. And that night in Dar es Salaam, I chose to stop lying.